Bo Nickel and the Riddler.
I was gonna say the Diddler. All right, so now I've got a question.
All right,
Hot
hit me.
take jiu-jitsu question.
All right.
Do Brazilians dislike Gordon Ryan and John Danaher for the leg locks?
Oh, he versed Salmon. Go back. Go back.
Oh hell no!
You know how you know that a fighter is the man? When the fucking poster is only him.
Bad.
We get roasted online for everything we say goes wrong. But I fucking called it.
You did call it.
I don't know.
Who has more aura than
When
Ilia?
John Jones walks in.
What the?
When John
Bro,
Jones
we're talking about aura here. John Jones is not even in the conversation. Goggins' camp for Ferguson against Paddy was one of the best Fergusons we've seen since his skid.
How did that fight go?
He lost, but look.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you can't carry a palm out of mount.
who's to say Paddy doesn't have a log? who's gonna carry the log? I'm not gonna lie.
This is the main card. The main card. This is the guy who's calling out Gordon.
Bro.
He can't isolate an arm.
What is going on, guys? And welcome back to the Aussie MMA Mates podcast. I'm Jaden. Next to me is Brighton. And on the decks, we have Luke.
Yo.
It's so weird watching you like line up to make a noise. Like your whole body just gets ready for something and I never know what it's going to be. You're like,
Yeah.
yo.
Like, I never know how unhinged I want to be.
I was going to say, we're going to have to start doing like a little bit of like a live behind the scenes and everyone could just watch you just like preparing, like the brain just ticking. I love it. All right.
It doesn't take much to get a ticket.
Oh, look, we won't get that far into it. But it is currently 10:20 on Sunday morning. The Prates versus Ian Machado Gary card is happening live.
Mm-hmm.
All I saw was Poliana Viana being held down and then a 10-second knockout of your boy.
Yeah, I'm Cameron Simon.
Dragon Ball Z Simon Man.
Wait, why Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, because you got Cyberman and I'm a nerd.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, he got knocked out. He literally got like it was like a shovel
dude,
uppercut.
the Pereira punch.
Yeah.
That shovel.
Is that the new wave?
That's the shovel uppercut.
Imagine
baby.
we see like from calf kicks to shovel uppercuts, which I love them. I reckon they're sick.
Man, they're at an awkward angle. They're like these 45 punches and they're working. Hey, they're finding a gap in like the guard.
Okay, Aaron,
Can
you
let's tee this up, Aaron.
test this out on Luke real quick?
But no, so at the moment it's still the undercard. We'll be giving, I think the main card starts at 11, so we'll be
Yes.
giving some live updates as we go.
Oh, for sure.
But
What?
next week,
What was that?
I said, oh, for sure.
I don't want to talk about it.
Aura.
Oh no!
Watching the UFC's busting, bro. What can I say?
Oh no! This is just getting messy.
Checking
messy.
the live scores is busting.
Oh
So
god!
And anyways, we're about to go on
This is
a tangent
literally.
before we even start.
This was an hour conversation prior to this, so
Skibbity.
you're welcome. Skibbity. All right. So Sandhagen versus Figgy. Let's start at the top. Main event.
Bro, I'm gonna be so honest. I'm more excited for the co.
Agreed.
man.
Agreed. Oh, it could be another O that goes. Oh, all right. Nah, Sandhagen versus Figgy though is a fight.
Why is it a fight?
Well, Sandhagen, they're both all rounders. They're both good at grappling. They're both good at striking. Figgy holds more power, but is smaller, as in like physical stature.
Yeah.
And then Core is a real lanky, technical kind of fighter that's an all rounder.
Would you
So-
give the grappling to Figgy though? Surely. I would.
Maybe. It'd be pretty close because I mean,
When you
Moreno,
think of Corey's
you
grappling, what do you think of?
him getting submitted, but
By Aljo.
by Eljo.
No, but what about when he went for that flying knee on TJ and
Yeah.
he got the flying triangle?
Yep. No.
That was
He's really, really good. My question is though, can Figueiredo handle the grappling at a bigger weight? Because he struggled to get Moreno off him, and that was at 125. You're now talking about bare minimum 10 pounds more.
That's a good point.
grappling, is he going to be able to get a body like Sandhagen off?
Yeah, I don't know. And Sandhagen, bro, what is the height difference?
Yeah, can you go, mate? Can you click on it and bring it up, please, mate?
Figgy, I believe, is 5'7". What is he? 5'5".
God damn.
And 5'11".
I would hate to know what 5'5" feels like.
Oh.
He's not even focused. God damn it. I
I
tried to throw shade at Luke. And they're both coming off L's.
Yeah, but what?
You just clicked. Welcome to the Luke. Wait, this is going to be the... Oh, Sandhagen by decision. Scroll up, please. Who'd they both last lose to? I didn't realize they both come... Peter Young, decision.
Valid.
And Umar, valid. So these guys are like the gatekeeper to the top 5.
What? I hate to be that guy, but what are they ranked?
What?
Just on Tapology, they're
just-
5 and 7.
Yeah, I wonder... UFC rankings, is that something we have open? Is there any way we could look at the rankings? Is that even possible?
Nah. Because they're
What
constantly
do you
getting changed.
know? Rankings. Something
Well,
we've never looked at.
We saw how you looked at them last week, so I think we're like now banned from looking at them.
Don't want to talk about that.
You got road.
What are you doing? Corey's 4, Figgy's 5.
Oh,
Umar,
you
yeah.
were right.
Oh, I know. Yeah, because if you look at what's under that, Song Yudong's trying to crack into the top 5. He needs to beat someone like Figgy or Sandhagen.
Yep.
Cheeto,
Future champ.
but same.
Yeah.
Like these guys need to break in. Oh God, Batista's 10.
Not gonna lie, this is a kind of a weak division.
Weaker than what he used to be. man.
Well, weak in comparison to the
Like,
others.
light heavyweight.
But the
No,
top,
not light heavyweight. Fucking lightweight.
the top 6, 7 is
Fire.
Is really good.
Song oh no, Cheeto and above.
Okay, so what do you want for the winner?
God damn, that's
'Cause Corey
it's
just lost to
messy though.
Umar.
No, the problem is it's messy.
Wait,
Oh wait, no, there's nothing because you've got Jan versus Umar,
wait,
then you've got O'Malley versus Marab, and then you got Corey versus Figgy. So all 6 are booked,
and Cheeto's booked.
and Cheeto's booked versus Batista.
Batista.
So they're all booked. Okay,
So
Song
this is gonna change real soon.
So let's go Song Yudong versus the loser of... I'd even say the loser of Corey Sandhagen Figgy, because his biggest win is an eye poke win over Henry Cejudo. Not that he was losing that fight,
Yeah,
but
true.
Cejudo is very good in the 4th and 5th. He knows how to come back.
Mhm.
Just can't do it with his entire career. He's not getting on the pod.
No.
So, yeah, I think the next step up is that 4-5 position, which is just versing the loser of that fight.
Yeah.
Song Yudong Figgy has like main event fight of the night written all over it, does it not?
Bro, I could see that in the Apex going to a decision.
I could just see it being
5
a
rounds.
war.
Yeah, I could see that. 100%.
Song Yudong versus Figgy is the fight I want.
Yeah,
that is so fun.
Bantamweight is like getting
Fun.
yeah.
Now that I need Umar to fix his hand and be active, but isn't it Umar versus Jan
in Baku.
in Baku
Yeah.
for the main event? That's another good fight.
And whoever wins that will get a title shot.
Has to, because O'Malley will lose.
But then what? You give Umar
Oh,
another title shot after he just lost it. I mean, Sean got one, so
yeah,
can't really say. I kind of just want Peter to win that then. Better.
No, but then he's already lost to Marab.
Yeah, true. Everyone's lost to Marab.
Everyone's
Wait, this is going to show, bro. Marab's beat
Marab's beat
1, 2, and 3. He hasn't beat
Yep.
4.
He hasn't beat 4. But
All right, so if Corey wins, give him a title shot.
damn,
If he wins in devastating fashion.
that makes sense. You know what? That makes sense, because then either you get O'Malley versus Peter Yan rematch,
Love it.
or you get Umar versus Sean Sugar, which you don't like as a Sugar fan.
Nah, who said I'm a Sugar fan after that podcast clip came out? I don't know, bro. I was going to
But-
wear the shirt today
No.
and I was like,
All right, so
leave it at home.
Sugar versus Yan or Umar, because Corey's never versed Marab, and there's another person from Marab. And then once Marab has beat 1, 2, 3, and 4, it's kind of like, all right, we need to start seeing some more rematches other than Sugar Sean on the sidelines.
Or move up, potentially.
Yeah, but he said he'll never fight Volk. And that's the fight I want. That's the fight I think should happen, but I know it won't because he has too much respect for Volk.
I think he's very humble. Like, I actually
Yeah.
don't think he's scared of Volk. I think he's just,
I don't.
to be
Who
honest,
wins that? Because they've both got endless gas tanks, but can Marab get Volk into the like deep waters?
I think it's almost impossible to take Volk down. Like, Islam, with like every advantage,
Of course.
you know, could barely take him down.
Yeah,
he
but
could, but like,
then Marab took down Umar.
yeah, wait, so he just cancels it out. He just cancels it out.
It's
I don't
actually a
know.
wild division. It's just a bit. It's just like it's going to phase out in the next couple of years,
You know what was also a
unless
good
we
one?
get some fresh blood.
Figgy versus Marab.
Yep.
Because Figgy for a second belt.
Nah, because
that'd
he'll
be
just
cool.
get ragdolled.
What do you reckon? Oh,
He'll get
against Marab.
ragdolled.
No, but I'm saying like that could be interesting because it's like Figgy's going for his second belt. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. He would have to. It would be a punch. I'd only give him a puncher's chance.
how often do we see somebody move up and have like that much success? Especially like a former champ, like
Robert
this-
Whittaker.
from welterweight. Yeah.
Yep. He went from welterweight to middleweight and became the champ and became one of the goats of the division.
I feel like that's early. He did that very early on. Like, he wasn't a ranked welterweight, was
yes,
he?
he was. He last fight was against Wonder Boy.
Yeah, we know how that went, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah, you got. Yeah, but then the
Yeah.
weight cut was too much. He went up and he had an absolute tear. Alex Pereira.
As if he was ranked. I didn't know he was ranked at welterweight.
Pretty sure. You would have versed Wonder Boy unranked.
Yeah, that is true. Because
Not
Wonder Boy went
that
on
was
to get like a
prime
title
Wonder Boy.
shot.
Yeah,
after
Tyron
that,
Woodley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so interesting.
Yeah, it does work for some, but not for many. John
Yeah.
Jones, longest reigning heavyweight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
officially today, isn't it?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, so it does go well for some. The keys just don't fight.
Does it go well for Ilia? Oh, that's a
I
whole nother
hope
tangent.
So,
That's a whole nother
all right,
tangent.
now so predictions: Figgy versus Sandhagen. Who wins?
Ooh, well, I saw the Sandhagen decision, which is kind of
Valid.
influencing me a bit.
It is valid.
It is very valid. Yeah, Sandhagen decision.
I would agree.
He's only lost to like some of the best. Like, he lost to
Umar by
Yeah.
decision
and Jan.
and Jan by decision,
That's some of the best. Yeah,
and he got choked by Aljo. Just got caught early.
and that was like prime Aljo. That was hungry Aljo.
Yeah, no, not even that. He just got caught early. I still think if you ran that fight back 2 months later, it would go very different. Not
That-
that I'd say Sandhagen wins, but I think it'd be hyper competitive.
That was pre-neck injury Aljo. Solid. And then what about
True,
Figgy?
true,
Do you think Figgy can win
Against who?
against Sandhagen? Does he have? Does he have a chance?
100%. He's so strong, so athletic, so powerful. I just think he thinks he has the touch of death and he doesn't, and he just needs to put more combos out there. That's my only 2 cents. He just
if-
doesn't hit enough.
If he does win, I reckon it'll be a decision.
Agree.
Yeah.
Sandhagen could go out though. He does have power. Like when he lands on the button, he lands.
Do you think he's more likely to get a submission or a knockout?
Knockout?
His grappling's not bad.
It's not bad. But I reckon, I honestly, because it's a weight class up, I put their grappling the same.
That's a good point.
But I do think he has excessive amounts of power. I just wish he stayed at flyweight. Him versus Pantoja is so fun.
I thought you were about to say him versus Moreno. I was gonna be like, again?
Number 4. No, five.
Number
They
5.
fought 4 times.
Yeah.
But
That felt like it went on for so long.
because it was like back to back to back.
Bro, every single
Because
couple
there was
of
nothing
months.
else.
Yeah, literally. They cleared out the division. But no, and flyweight was dead at that time.
It
I'll be
was.
So honest.
Now it's fun,
Now it's
fun.
ramping up.
Dude, I just want to see Tatsuro Tyro fight again.
No, same. And just, anyways,
Tyro versus Carpe?
wait, there was another new fighter that
There's
not
Flyweight's got some like
Yeah.
fire coming in. It's just, are they getting into the top 10? We don't know.
I'm going blank. I can't think of the guy.
All right.
Kai Asakura.
Yep.
That interests me a little bit. I won't lie.
I'm all for it.
But
But
anyways,
now let's get to the tough one.
the co-main.
God damn that co-main.
Okay, so this co-main is between,
Bo Nickel and the Riddler.
I was gonna say the Diddler,
The Diddler?
the Riddler.
God.
Why do you guys keep calling him the Riddler?
Because it's the Riddler, but the Riddler sounds cool because it's like he's a bad guy and he's also from one championship. So it's kind of like he's come from another organization to take another belt.
He's got a cool backstory.
Great
He's only
backstory.
lost twice,
Double
which is-
champ.
and his only 2 losses was both of his belts. It's kind of sucks, but
Kinda shit.
kind of valid too. It's like, yeah, I lost, but look who I lost to.
Yep, there
Guys
they
just took the
are.
belt off
There
me.
they are, back to fucking back.
His nickname.
How is Bo Nickel a 280 favorite?
Okay,
Whoa.
what? What's
How
what?
is he such a heavy favorite?
Look. I understand
I don't.
because Bo Nickel's never lost. Wait, but then
Yeah.
the predictions
No,
are
'cause
Dorita.
this is my thing.
Dorita by submission.
No, that's valid because we haven't
Yeah,
seen
he's a
his
black belt.
jiu-jitsu. Like he usually takes people down and then just submits them as Bo Nickel.
Yeah.
Takes them down and submits them. But what's he gonna do against a legit black belt? Like how is he gonna cope? Because he fought Gordon. As soon as it hit the ground, it got rough. It is Gordon, but
Yeah,
Was
true.
that the one where Gordon did
It was-
the half Nelson and he tapped?
no, that was
Oh,
against
no, that was someone else. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting
Pat
confused.
Downey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
this is the one where Gordon allowed. The rule set was that Gordon was not allowed to pull guard or anything, and then just like Nicky Rod, he made Bo Nickel fall for the trap, and he let Bo Nickel suplex him,
Yeah.
and then triangled him for it.
That's insane. I remember
Yeah.
you guys explaining this to me, saying he
It was
just put
just
his
a
ass in
high-
his face or something.
Yeah, it was just a
walked him with
hybrid
his ass
rule.
in his face.
He
That's
just begged
crazy.
him. I don't think Gordon wanted to
Whoa.
get suplexed, but
Gotta
It
do what you gotta
happened.
do.
who do you have winning?
Okay. I want the Riddler to win.
Interesting. You're loving the hype train of Riddler?
I'm loving it, bro. He's a humble guy too. Very humble. From what I've seen. I don't know. him
I don't
personally.
know, man. I really want Bo Nickel versus Hamzat. That's what I want.
Yeah, I want that too. I can't lie.
I want Hamzat to be like, you're wrestling shit, brother. Because understand, Bo Nickel has one of the greatest wrestling, like, so they do like it's college wrestling,
Mhm.
but that is the pinnacle of American wrestling, like
Collegiate.
collegiate.
Yeah.
And then you go from that to Olympics, basically,
Yeah.
right? And Bo Nickel has one of the best records, and I can't remember what the trophy's called, but he's a 2-time trophy winner, which makes you the greatest wrestler in the country
I've seen these.
in
It's-
collegiate. Like his wrestling
yeah.
record's like 105-4.
so it's
something stupid.
crazy.
So what's funny, Brock Lesnar actually had one of the most decorated collegiate wrestling careers, and Bo Nickel and Aaron Pico, these two guys that I'm high on, have the same as Brock, same
Wow.
kind of record.
I didn't
Same,
know.
same.
That's why Pico is so like.
That's why
Hype
Pico,
train.
yeah, dude.
Mm.
So there's a famous. This is when I was training with Aaron quite a lot. I was like really into wrestling because I'll just go back and forth with him. And
You're talking about the Aaron Pico.
no, Aaron Mayer.
Oh, what the hell were you training with?
No.
wonder you like him.
And so at that time there was a wrestling, call it a rivalry, but it wasn't a rivalry. They just always ended up number 1 and number 2, and it was between Jordan Burroughs, who's the best double leg blast double of all time, versus a French guy. What was his name? Frank Chamizo. And
Chorizo.
No.
Frank Chorizo.
No, and Chamizo had some of the best takedown defense in the world, like at all weight classes. He was the man. And Pico in the training room, which is training, but was putting in work on like Olympic silver medalists, like just freak kind of wrestling. And that's why it's like if he can sit there. And it sounds like his mental's getting better, where he was talking like these guys can't stop my wrestling. Like Evloev realizes that I'll wrestle him and I'll prove that he has stuff that I don't. He has massive holes in the
Oh.
wrestling.
That's why everyone wanted to see that match.
That's why everyone wanted to see it, because Pico is an ego guy,
Mhm.
right? Kind of like Chandler, but more. Chandler's ego is like, I'm going to knock you out because I'm more powerful than you. Pico's like, you're a striker, I'll strike. But then he versus
Hey,
Evloev,
I
and
don't
he's
think
like,
Chandler's. He's not egotistical.
No,
He's delusional.
also true. Pico likes to beat people in their discipline.
So that's
One of
cool.
those. It's cool, but also
It's a risky game.
his record shows.
Mm.
So if you're a
Why,
striker,
what's his record?
14-3, 14-4.
It's not even bad.
Not great. Not for who he is and what he should have been.
He should have been Bo Nickel.
He should have been
7-0.
he should be 17-0. But yeah, he just always he's always fallen a bit short leading up to it. Now, Pico literally goes, I see massive holes in his wrestling game. Evloev, and I will expose them.
Now I'm excited.
And that's
for
why
that.
I wanted it. That's why I was like, show me that. Because he will wrestle him and he will out wrestle him.
At first, I'm like, who the hell? Your UFC debut, you want to fight Evloev? Like, boring.
Yeah,
like, bro,
no.
Fight someone cool.
This is the Bo
Now I
Nickel
understand.
versus Hamzat of 145.
That's great. Except Hamza actually gets like finishes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So who do you have winning this?
I have no fucking idea. I seriously.
Who do you want to win?
I want Bo Nickel only for the Hamzat fight. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I wish these two did not fight at this current time frame.
Very same.
I wish they stayed the fuck away from each other and lost to the same guy twice.
And
That's the guy that has
for both belts.
that's the guy that has all three, doesn't he?
Yep.
So I wish these guys met as a number one contender or a title fight. I wish they were in the position of like they both just fought like an Izzy, a Strickland, a Imavov, and then they fight each other for like a pinnacle 5-round fight.
This will probably only be 3 rounds.
Because I want Bo Nickel to get more experience, and I want Ritter to get his flowers.
To cook a bit more, yeah.
Yep. And this is one of those fights where I wish your ranking grew or you gained something for losing a high profile fight.
Yes.
Because to me,
But it depends how you lose.
of course,
Yeah.
but to me, this is a high profile fight that is under the radar and just early on.
Bro,
like
you're
this
like
is
selling me. Like,
Yeah.
I wish this was today.
because this is like Bilal Muhammad, Sean Brady 1. No one cared about it when they first did it, but now everyone's like, dude, Sean Brady takes Bilal's title, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's that. This is Sean Brady versus Bilal today is what I think Ritter versus Nickel is now.
So what's your prediction?
I have no fucking clue. My prediction is Bo takes him down, and then we find out.
Oh, okay.
Because if Bo stands for too long with him, he will get starched.
Bro, but Bo Nickel, his mum is a boxing coach.
Cool. So, yeah, I don't care. Because he showed that his striking is trash.
Is Doritta's striking really that good?
No. But Bo's is trash.
Damn, fair.
He's just behind in years.
Yeah.
He's just behind in years. So, yeah, it's just hard. Are you showing this?
Yeah.
Or you just want to watch it for fun?
So right now we're gonna BJJ fighter Gordon Ryan trying to lure Bo Nickel.
Yeah, look, so he lures him by giving him his back.
It's not on the screen yet.
Oh, okay.
We're just giving a play-by-play.
Yeah. But no, so
So right now Gordon Ryan's giving the bunda to.
yeah.
I haven't seen this, so this is a raw reaction.
Enjoy, brother.
So Bo Nickel wins this by trying.
You wish, but this is a part of the Gordon Ryan 60-something fight win streak.
Something like. Oh, they got the.
So this is a real fight too, because Bo.
He's like, what
You
the
ready?
hell is going on?
And then he falls for it. He gets pissed off. Take my leg, bitch. This is Gordon's. Like, take it.
Gordon's like just trying to bait him.
Yep. You don't want it? All right. I'll give you my ass. And Bo's like, fuck it.
You can see. He looks like he's getting angry.
And ready? You know what? And then Gordon's like, thank you. Now we get to do jiu-jitsu. It sucked. But now,
so he could play after that.
100%.
Wow.
But he wasn't allowed to pull guard. It was in the rule set. So he had to convince.
And he wasn't going to shoot on Bo. Why do you think that is?
Because he wouldn't take him down.
Oh, true. Obviously, a wrestler's going to have good takedown defense.
Yep.
Literally same thing happens in the Nicky Rod fight.
Yep.
Against who?
Gordon.
Oh,
Gordon lifted his leg and
Oh.
Nicky Rod took him down in 5 seconds and Gordon's like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Craig
true.
at the end is like, I don't know why he took the bait.
Yep. It was a complete bait. And
Who
then,
said that? Craig said that.
Yeah.
This is the finals for ADCC too.
Yeah.
And like, there's
Damn.
been all this shit that's been talked by Nicky Rod,
Yeah.
and then Gordon finishes.
That is
with
one of the most hype scenes I've ever
it
seen
was,
too.
and it's such a clean. He does like, he goes like Kiss of the Dragon, and I think he ends up heel hooking him.
Yeah, it does. Inside heel
Damn.
hook.
Yeah, and it was like, you
Yeah.
just see the defeat in Nicky Rod's face. I think the match barely went for a minute and a half.
Yep.
Wow.
And it was
Yeah.
like, there's all this hype. I think Bruce Buffer fucking announces it. They
Yeah.
fucking got like all the fireworks and shit.
Yeah, yeah, and then it's like just them. So
Yeah.
what they do is they for the finals in ADCC they clear the mat and it's just two guys in a stadium like
That sounds
gladiator.
sick.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'll show you videos of it from when
Oh.
we went there.
It's so
Oh
cool.
yeah, show me your videos, bro.
It's so
Mm.
cool. It's like they
Um,
go as big as they go for like fucking WrestleMania.
Yeah,
In terms of
And then they
production.
literally like turn all the lights off around and there's just like a lit up square.
Damn, man, I thought Grappling Industries was like done up. That is that is
And well, now
cool.
you imagine I was in the T-Mobile Arena
Yeah, that's
with
dope.
lights out.
See, I was more
John
jealous
Jones-
you were there, bro.
John Jones watching with me.
Yeah, that's sick.
I mean, we
Alright.
weren't sitting next to each other. I had better seats, but
All right, so now I've got a question,
All right,
hot
hit me.
take jiu-jitsu question.
all right.
Do Brazilians dislike Gordon Ryan and John Danaher for the leg locks?
No, they dislike Gordon Ryan for the shit talk.
Okay, fair.
So,
Because I
Gordon,
know like Brazilians, they're not too fond on the leg locks. It's like
No,
an easy way out.
they're trying
man.
to they're trying to prove that they're not good, but they're not doing a good job of that.
Well, yeah, it's the
Because
proof
it
is
was
in the
looked
pudding.
at. Well, the history of it was that leg locks were looked as I can't pass his guards, so fuck it, I'll throw a leg lock.
Yeah.
And then what happened is what makes John's system so good is because you look at like how he explained it was that you take the person down, you pass the guard, you get to a pinning position and you submit them.
Mhm.
Where the leg locks fit in, they don't.
You don't
That's
have
it.
to do like any of that.
No, as in like they don't fit into that. If you
Yeah.
take someone down and you're on top, there's no leg lock. If you pass the guard, there's no leg locks. So that's why leg locks are a bitch move.
He's
Mm.
talking about the status quo of the jiu-jitsu kind of system
Like
at
sit-
the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then Danaher goes, okay, so how can I create leg locks to fit in? So
Mhm.
what if someone had a good pin like mount, and then I escape mount and leg lock someone?
Yep.
Then it fits in because I'm regaining a guard and then submitting you with my guard immediately.
Mm.
So then that's how it fits into the kind of, call it the traditionalist lineage of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, so I had an interesting conversation with Eki, actually. Shout out to Eki, about Garcia, Marcelo.
Yep.
It's like I said, like it's crazy that he didn't go for leg locks.
He
Even though
landed one in his career.
yeah, even though he was always in like single leg X,
Yep.
but he just didn't go for it. And then Eki said to me that like, I think it's just like the way the Brazilians describe it. It's like you want to like submit them. Like I can't remember the word he used, but
He won, like,
do you know what I'm trying to
yeah,
say?
basically he wants to bitch them down and prove he's
Yes.
the man.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like I'm more of a man than you because I swept you, got on top and bashed you.
yeah, I
The-
choked you out.
The difference with Marcelo's single leg X to a leg lockers though is that he does a lot of off balancing and he's very much what makes Marcelo so incredible is his ability to just stand up where it shouldn't make sense. Like we have to all do like this technical kind of stand up and he just puts his big toe on the floor and he's standing.
Just levitate, he flies
Like
up.
have you seen like Marcelo's legs?
Nope.
Dude, they are short, make no sense. His body is like the worst body shape for jiu-jitsu.
Worse than Woodson?
Who?
Sean Woodson, the spoon?
Oh, the spoon. No, because he can scoop his way out of positions.
He can spoon his way up.
But he's got a really awkward body shape for jiu-jitsu. He's got these really thick legs and like it just makes it very hard. Like the ideal body shape is like thin, strong legs so you can choke people and your legs fit into all these like what are you looking up?
Nah, there's this scene where he puts someone to sleep and then he just gets up and you see this fucking massive.
Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Good luck finding that. But
It was like his first like.
Marcelo
But yeah.
Garcia puts somebody to sleep. 900 videos.
yeah, exactly. But no, so like he's just basically got this really awkward. But you can see here, like look at the like how thick his legs are on the left.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. This video is from 1973.
Yep.
I can't see nothing.
Okay. I get you need HD and everything, but yeah. But no, so basically just Marcelo just had a very awkward body shape for 77. It's all right, Luke.
Is it in slow
Good
mo?
luck. It is.
Is that the software?
It is. This is weird. But yeah. So what made Marcelo like so incredible was that he could just stand up and he would just pass. So he would single leg X up to knee slice pass you immediately.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah. But you can see he's like quadded up. Like his legs are just nuts.
Look at his.
Yeah. Wait, he was jacked, bro.
Jacked. And then it's 77 kilos.
At 77.
Yep.
Do you reckon he
Awkward.
cut to 77?
Not really.
He walked around.
Not too much. Probably walked around about 80.
That's not bad.
But yeah.
What is this? 80cc?
Nah, might be a Polaris.
It was ADCC.
Oh, sweet. But yeah.
Is 80cc same day weigh-ins?
Nah, not anymore. Used to be.
Wow.
Used to be.
Back then?
So, yep.
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so the thing is, what Jaden was saying before is that, like, there was kind of the status quo for what jiu-jitsu, like, what people consider to be jiu-jitsu. And there was, like, the system of control for the legs didn't fit into the system. So essentially, all they cared about was half the body. What John did, the way he revolutionized it, was he introduced a new system of control for 50% of the body. Because it wasn't just falling for the other 50% of the body. Because it wasn't just falling for a leg lock. Because if you watch the leg lock exchanges of all the Danaher guys, like there's so many fine intricacies to the way that the body's controlled. It isn't just like boom leg lock. You know what I mean? So he changed the game because it wasn't just like what?
I don't know what you mean.
You don't know what I mean? I was gonna say, but no, he basically just introduced a new system of control for the parts of the body that were disregarded by the status quo of jiu-jitsu at the time.
I get you. So we're saying like the lower half was disregarded.
Pretty much.
The Brazilians were onto something.
But no.
But yeah, so the Riddler.
The Riddler.
But
I have no idea who wins.
yeah, me neither, honestly.
I have absolutely no idea. I'm just so
probably
excited.
Bo Nickel decision.
I'm
if,
just so excited to be a fan.
if I had to guess, I'd say Bo Nickel decision. But
29-28 or splitty.
Yeah, but I want Reina de Ritter to win. I would love
Exciting.
him to win.
I'm very excited. I'm just a fan for this one.
Yeah,
Just a fan.
and now is there any other good fights on this card?
D-Rod versus Ponzinibbio. It's not like,
Look, I'm not waking up
Ponzini-
early for it.
look, Ponzinibbio was the man, and D-Rod is a guy that looks like he should be the man.
Ponzinibbio, he's been fighting for
How old are they, Luke? Can
ages,
you go
bro.
back to it? 38 and 38. God damn.
So
I did not realize D-Rod was that old. Fuck, he age as well.
I just don't care about this fight, honestly.
Ponzinibbio looks 40 years older than him.
This fight does nothing.
Wild. The one I wanted to bring up is Daniel Marcos with an O.
Yeah,
2
17-0.
O's on these cards. This is the year that everyone's O is going to go.
I swear he
seems like-
fought somebody.
Can you click
Recently.
on Marcos, please?
I swear in his last fight was somebody interesting, or maybe he.
Let's have a look.
I might be getting him confused with somebody.
That's all right.
Who did he fight last? His last fight was against
Whoa, go. Oh,
Adrian Yanez.
bro. 8. Okay, 789. Decision. Oh, boy, does not grapple. Adrian Yanez, Costa.
He was matched up.
He was matched up with Said
Bro, he
and
was
he got canned.
Matched up with Victor Hugo.
and Carl. Oh, that can't be the same one.
Is it? Imagine.
that Victor Hugo is a 270-pound guy. Yeah, nah.
That's him, bro.
Different
Look,
guy.
the guy's joked out in the
Different
back.
guy, brother. Oh, he versed Salmon. Go back. Go back.
Oh, hell no.
Why? That's wild. Go back.
Bro's got some post-nut clarity after the fight.
Oh,
Bro, he's
God.
floating.
He
right
versed Salmon Oliveira. KO'd him.
now. Fish version of
Fish version of... Interesting.
That
That was his UFC debut.
my boy.
Oh,
My boy.
God. Oops.
Keep your clothes on.
Fun and games.
That's the first time
Fun
Luke's
and
ever
games.
said that.
All right.
Alright,
Now, if the last one that I think is important to bring up is Jeremy Stevens. Doing the damn thing forever, but
you're excited for that?
no. The thing that's wild about this. What the hell?
I
Oh, and you got Misha Tate as well. God
Now I'm excited.
damn.
don't know. Andrew Tate
I thought you said there was only one. There was two.
No, so Jeremy Stevens, this is what's wild for him, right? So here, as you can see, he had a rough run.
Wait, who the fuck is that
Who
guy?
the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
So he had a rough run, right? Like you can see, of his last 5, he's lost 4.
Yep.
And then he went to BKFC and had an incredible run.
Yeah, didn't he become champ?
Yep. And then Connor was calling him out. And the second Connor gets involved, dips.
Yeah.
Dips.
But to
Now,
be honest, yeah.
why? Well, I can't put together why he would leave that.
Bro, he went to the
He first-
PFL and came back. That's insane.
Yeah.
This guy that he's versing, what's his name? Mason Jones, Craig Jones' little brother.
He's on a tear. He's on a 4-fight KO streak.
Oh, he was in
KO,
the UFC.
KO. Oh, decision.
So he was in the UFC and then they dropped him.
Oh, interesting.
That loss, yeah. Interesting. I think this might be a bit of a coming out party. How old is he? Does it say his age
30.
there at all? He's 30.
And he's a heavy favorite.
He looks young, bro.
God damn. Someone's going to sleep. This could be your fight of the night, to be honest. I think Stevens gets KO'd, but this could be your fight of the night.
Sends him back
But
to
then what I
BK.
don't understand is like, how is he doing so well in bare knuckle? Is the competition level just that much lower?
Yeah, wait. What do you reckon made him come back to the UFC?
That's what I can't.
Maybe, you know what?
Because the money would have been better.
Oh, yeah,
You
for
can't
sure.
convince me the UFC pays him more. He must have literally just had such a shit time with Conor as his boss.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the only thing I can put 2 and 2 together with.
I
Or he
reckon
wants
he
to
wants-
keep his brain.
He wants to be in the Hall of Fame. The UFC.
He'll never will be.
Nah, he will, bro.
For what?
For getting roasted by Conor.
Yeah, for the biggest you're a bitch moment on the mic.
The hardest hitting 145 right here.
Who the fuck is that guy?
That's all I remember.
That's all I remember. And I remember watching Aldo knock him out with an amazing liver shot.
And I never saw that.
Yep, Aldo. So Aldo after the 2 max fights versus Jeremy Stevens and
Oh, that's how he got his get back?
massive. Yeah,
Damn.
Jeremy Stevens was his road back to glory.
Interesting. Wait, so is there any other good fights on that card?
Misha Tate versus
I said good
Yana Santos.
Said good fights.
Alright, well, I'm very.
Andrew Tate's sister.
Andrew Tate's sister, yes, let's go.
Yeah.
Is there any more?
No, so that's a great fight. And then I didn't know any of the.
I've heard of that Ryan Lotter guy, but don't know nothing.
Don't know
about
much
him.
about him.
So that's really it, isn't
That's
it?
about it, man. That's about it. Fun card. For a fight night, Jesus Christ. What is with you zooming in on black guys right now? I'm not going to lie, but there is a common theme.
Bro, 11-8. How did this guy make the UFC?
He's a heavyweight.
Oh,
There's scraping the barrel.
That makes sense.
Scraping
yeah.
the barrel.
I was gonna say that is a crazy record.
Oh, yeah, Tafa got canned. And they
Oh, Cheeto.
Yeah.
Peak
Oh, wow. That's
fresh-
actually interesting. It tells you how they got injured. So let's look at... No, I'm joking. But no. All right. Well, some fights have got announced, but that's what's next. But I also want to bring up that this... Don't even try. So before you go into the next one, I want to bring up that this weekend coming up is 3 boxing nights back to back to back.
Yeah.
So if you go back to Tapology, scroll up, scroll down a little bit more, pause. You have Garcia versus Rowley. You have Canelo versus Skull. And then you have Inoue versus Cardenas. 3 fantastic boxing fights. Now, there was a boxing fight this morning. Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr., which is a 30-year fight throwback
What?
from when their dads fought.
No way.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
Conor Benn's dad versus Chris Eubank Sr.
Who won?
Eubank Sr.
Thought so.
And then guess who won this morning? Eubank Jr.
No way.
Yeah. Huh?
Who's banging
Oh,
who?
I'm not even entertaining it. Not even entertaining it.
Come on.
I heard
So,
that family got a lot of money, bro.
dude.
You bet.
Except, okay. I need to have a conversation with my boxing guru.
Mm-hmm.
as to what the fuck is up with Chris Eubanks Sr. He's so weird.
Why? What happened?
He was handing his son a bowl of Smart. He's like, would you like a sweetie? Like straight up. He's just looking to... Okay, if you want to go down what CTE looks like that is undiagnosed, look at Chris Eubanks Sr. talk. He's so weird. And I wonder if it's just him being that weird is what made him so special. Because he had 19 world title boxing fights.
Damn.
No, 19. I think he had 19 total, or he won 19 and lost 5. But I believe he had 19 and won 14 and lost 5.
That's still crazy.
Crazy.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know boxing.
No, that's
I was gonna say in the
No,
UFC,
it's
that's insane.
hyper impressive. I'm pretty sure his record was like 44 and 5 or 6 or something, which is a great record.
Something pretty good.
But no, so that boxing fight was this morning. That was my stuff up on not getting my weeks wrong, but I will not let you guys miss out on 3 boxing nights back to back to back. So Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero is a fantastic boxing fight. It's speed versus power. It's going to be fun. Sign up for that one. The next night, and I believe Haney's on the undercard. Can you actually click on that one for a sec? Sorry, Luke.
No way.
I believe Garcia versus Romero. I believe Haney's on the undercard as the biggest fuck you of all time. Scroll down.
See, who did Romero fight that I would have known?
I will go into it. Yeah. Haney, Teofimo, all
Damn.
in one night. Sign me the fuck up.
That's actually crazy.
Teofimo's got a motherfucker in Barboza Jr. 32 and oh, god damn.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And then it's boxing's always short cards. It's only 4 fights.
Yeah,
So
what's
if
with
you
that
scroll-
first one?
Yeah, we went,
Like the records is literally 21 and
Yeah, I
1 versus 30 and 0, 31 and 0, 28 and 2. But the first
no,
fight is 1, 2 and 1 versus 0 and 0.
Yep. No, I believe Tatsumi's a big guy coming up. As in, like, people have got a lot of wait, what the fuck? Why is Haney's O gone? What have I missed?
What do you mean?
He lost to Ryan Garcia.
No, he didn't. He beat Ryan Garcia, didn't he? Devin Haney.
Let's look into it. Scroll
Bro, I
down.
swear he beat... He knocked him out.
Overturned to a no contest.
What?
Yeah. Haney's he's good, man.
Oh, no. I'm tripping.
You are.
Because,
Oh, he tested positive to Osterine. Cool.
I do remember seeing that.
Yeah.
What's Osterine?
It's a I don't know. I'd have to look into it.
Ostriches.
That's what
producer.
that's what that's what O'Malley tested positive for. Yeah.
No,
but no.
yeah.
So Garcia, can you go into Rolly? Who was Rolly for?
I
He
just
also
want to...
missed weight too.
Yeah, he did, and he was pretending to drink beer, but it was apple cider.
I feel like, yeah, everyone thought he was going insane.
Yeah,
He was a
it was
heavy...
All
like,
cap. It was
yeah.
all cap. Rolando, Rolly Romero.
Rolando.
I want to see who Garcia is fighting. Scroll down.
Who has this guy fought?
James lost to Cruz, lost
Javante
to Tank.
Davis.
No punks, man.
That's
Look,
who I know.
Yep. Fun. And then the night after this, so literally, this is unheard of for fucking boxing. Luke?
I was looking at Osterine.
Yeah, no. Next one. Go scroll up. Go to Canelo versus Skull. Go scroll up. On the right. Scroll down.
Oh,
On the
next
right.
one, yeah.
Canelo versus Skull. So that night is nuts. Teofimo, must watch TV. Devin Haney, won a great jab. Must watch jab. He's pretty boring. But he is good.
Yeah, selling the fight,
And then who's on this one? Alright. Another debut.
We got Canelo
I'm
versus
not
Skull.
I'm not.
Huge underdog.
Yep. So Canelo is probably top 3 most famous boxer at the moment. He's got a lot
Who's
of.
more famous than
I would
Canelo?
say Tyson Fury,
Tyson. Yeah.
Usyk, Tanks,
Garcia's up there too.
Garcia.
But I would
Yeah.
say Canelo.
Canelo's up
at
there.
one point he was one.
Oh no, he's the man.
Mm.
It's just now he's not fighting the hardest fights. So
Wow, what are you
who's
trying to
his
say about
opponent?
Skull, bro?
We'll find out. Who was Skull beat? The 23-0 is very impressive. Can you click on William Skull?
Bro, I know nothing about boxing.
Good. Time to learn. I'm not the most well versed, but I know the big guys. And then my favorite boxer of all time.
Who has he fought?
No one. No one of like big name,
Yeah,
which is fine.
Yeah, because there's gonna be boxing fans that can be like, "You guys
Yeah,
are
I know.
casuals."
Yeah, and look, we're not like as in like I'm not well versed in boxing. I know the main guys, and that's about it for now because I follow way too much jiu-jitsu. And one more, go to Inoue versus Cardenas.
in a way.
This is my guy. Naoya Inoue is the man. You know how you know that a fighter is the man?
How
When the fucking poster is only him.
bad.
It's only him in Vegas.
Bro, wait, no.
Fighting an American.
No.
In Vegas. And it's only him.
Wait, go back to that poster. You know what else is crazy? Look, it's Inoue versus like even his name is small.
Now, what's crazy about that is look at Cardenas' record, bro. Cardenas. Look at Ramon.
Ramen.
So scroll down. Mr. Ramen has knockout.
There's a few decisions.
Few
there
decisions
too,
in
bro.
between.
He broke someone's jaw.
Yeah. This guy is no punk. So in a way, doesn't come to America often.
Yeah.
Always fights in Japan. Your boy is fighting an American in America. Now go to Inoue's record. Look at that favorite. Go back to Inoue. Look at that favorite. He's an 8,000 favorite.
Some light. So
29-0. Go up.
damn.
Knockout. Now go
One
stop there
decision.
for a sec. Stop there for a second. See that decision? Scroll up 4 fights. Knockout.
Oh, I got him.
Yeah. Went to a
his gut
decision? Nah. Look at that, man. And understand this. Him, Inoue and T-Bud, Terence Crawford, are the only 2 people to have undisputed titles, I believe, in 3 divisions. Something Floyd couldn't do, something Manny Pacquiao couldn't do. 8,000 favorite.
Damn.
It's wild.
Hey, he's same height as Figgy, bro.
Sick. Don't strike with him. So, oh yeah.
159 community picks. 100% for Inoue.
So, Inoue is like Amanda Nunes on her run times 10.
Yeah.
Because Amanda still had some decisions.
Is there any big names in his division?
There was.
Who?
They all got beaten.
By him?
Yep.
So what's
He's the undisputed champ. Like, so what happened is he cleaned out his division. He cleaned out the next division. And I believe, I'm going to get roasted for this if I'm wrong, but I believe he cleaned out 3 divisions.
Surely not.
I'm pretty sure. Scroll down. Let's look at the title fights.
I don't know if it's possible.
Scroll down.
Because boxing's weird, man.
Scroll. Go to, this is the fight itself. Go to Inoue's record.
Telling me you can clear out 3 divisions and you only have 20 fights?
29.
Does it say 29? Oh, it does say 29.
He's
Oh,
gone.
maybe
He's
it is
gone.
possible then.
So, wait. Because let's look at weight classes. Oh, it doesn't say. Can you hover over it? Does it say? Scroll. No. Okay. So, oh, that's Sam Goodman one. I nearly made so much money. So,
Why? What were you going to put for that?
no. So, Undisputed Super Bantam. Go down 2 more fights. 2023 against Super Bantam.
Wow,
Go
you're
Paul.
a liar, bro. You
I'm
clear
just
out
a piece of
nothing.
shit.
I'm joking.
That doesn't even say. That's all right. From what I know, it might even be 2. That's fine. Might be bantamweight and super.
But even, what
But
the hell is with all these weight classes, man?
Undisputed. It's like, dude,
How many boxing weight
Can I-
classes
can I
do
be
you think there
honest?
are?
the difference between Ryan Garcia's fight and Devin Haney's fight is 3 pounds.
Bro, what is the point?
Lots
Why?
of belts.
Why is that? Why?
Lots of belts. Then you can do champ. Then you can do champ versus champ, and they can make weight.
Make champ versus champ. They're the champ of the same division.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight classes.
3 pounds is what? One kilo?
1.3.
Like 1.3.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. That's crazy. There's unnecessary.
But I will say, this has to be the greatest weekend of boxing I've ever seen. 3 cards back to back to back of this. I can't name another time. And I will only be watching the Inaway card.
Wow.
Inaway, for me, is unmissable TV. And I will readjust my whole day to make sure I watch it live.
I'm going to be honest. In a way, aura.
The monster.
Straight up,
The monster.
aura. Especially with that card, the promotion, like it's just him.
It's just him.
It's not even his home country.
Nope.
And they even
And he's versing an American.
versing in American. They
in
even-
America.
They
And
did the guy dirty. Made
dirty.
his
Because
name
he's
small.
26-1, bro. He's no punk.
Which is an incredible record.
incredible record.
That poster right there is aura.
Aura.
I've never seen more aura. Even
It's-
his name is big, bro. Like
It's so funny.
literally says welcome.
Everyone else is 2 people. Let's check the other 2 cards. Let's make sure I'm not off on this. Let's make sure. So go to Garcia versus Rowley. And Garcia is a more famous online 2 people. Go to the next one.
But Rolly
Now,
got
no one knows who Skull is.
yeah.
Is it just Canelo or am I off?
Both of them.
Wow.
In a way is him.
That's crazy.
In a way is him.
But if you're the other guy, like, bro,
But
did you know
does
that
that
they were
not
going to do
l-
this to you?
Who knows? But does that not light a fire under your ass to be like, you don't want to post my name there? I'm going to fuck your boy up.
No, it's gonna do mental warfare. It's gonna be like, I've already lost before the fight started.
I disagree. That would fire me up.
Yeah, he's fired up, but then it's like you got to get in the ring with Inaway.
Very true. Very true. But no, my dream fight for Inaway is a guy who hasn't even won a title yet.
Who?
Tenshin Nasukawa. So Tenshin is the most undefeated fighter ever. Remember, all right, I haven't done You Should Know This Grappler. I'm going to do You Should Know This Striker.
Okay.
All right. God, we are behind. We have so much to talk about. What a tangent, but I have to keep going. Can you please look up Tenshin Nasukawa quickly?
Bro,
And look him up on Wikipedia.
he's not gonna know how to spell that.
He's definitely not going to know how to say it. Whoa, but it's...
Oh, that was close.
It was very close. Now, I want you to go to Wikipedia for a reason. This is why this is my guy. And this is Sammy's favorite boxer to watch too. Tension.
She said who?
Yeah, that's how much she's listening.
She put a Jeremy Stevens
So,
on.
yeah.
Who
Who
the
the fuck is that guy? Nah, she's busy working. All right, so let's look at his record in everything. Stop, scroll up. Go, scroll down, pause.
So he's a kickboxer.
Professional boxing, 6-0. Scroll down. Professional kickboxing, 42-0. Scroll down. Professional MMA, 4-0. Scroll down. And he had 5 losses in 107 amateur kickboxing fights.
Damn.
So he, as a pro, he is undefeated in everything.
CTE is scared of this man.
Yes. Now, this is the guy.
How old is he?
Young.
Like 400?
Young. He's 26.
Wait, the math is not mathing,
He
bro.
was the kickboxing god by 22.
How do you have so many fights and you're only 26?
Well, let's have a look at it.
Was he like
Go
fighting?
to his kickboxing.
Bro, he
him
fought
versus
every
the-
single day.
Him versus Takeru was like the greatest day ever.
Oh, is this that fight you showed me?
Yeah, where it's like they sold out this place and it's the
They rematched recently, no? Who's the
You're
rematch
off.
one? What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Rod Tang versus Takeru.
Just more another episode of Brighton.
Find me like, who the fuck is this guy? No,
Bad,
so
bro.
No.
what happened was Takeru was on an absolute, like, this is the Floyd versus Mayweather. So what? Floyd Mayweather versus I'm fucking gone. You have got me fucking stumbling. This is Floyd versus Manny Pacquiao.
John versus Jones. Yep.
John versus Jones.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
worst enemy is
And literally
yourself.
John's worst enemy is himself.
Yeah.
So this is Floyd versus Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
That's where I'm getting fucked because Money and Manny. Anyways. So of kickboxing.
Yeah.
So Takeru was on this absolute tear. Tension was on this absolute tear. And if you look up the number one pay-per-view buys, like the top 10, it's like UFC. Tension versus Takeru. UFC.
No way.
This was the fight of fights. The fight of fights, man.
Was it a good fight?
Incredible.
You watched it?
Incredible.
Popcorn?
Popcorn. Pop.
That's it. That's how we're gonna
Corn.
rate fights from now on.
Yeah. Popcorn.
Popcorn?
And his losses,
No popcorn.
His only losses as an amateur were all decisions.
Yeah. Decision majority, which means there was a draw round decision. He also holds the world record for the most broken baseball bats via kicks in a minute.
Interesting.
He had 10 guys line up with baseball bats and it's like snap, 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 snap.
Those.
It was pretty funny. But no, Tension is must watch TV. He has, the way people know him is because Floyd beat him in an exhibition fight.
Who?
Tension, while he was a kickboxer.
Wait, is this the 19-year-old that
Yeah.
Floyd beat?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I know this guy.
Yeah, I know. That's Tension. Yeah.
Oh, now I recognize him.
Yeah, that's how everyone knows him.
Yeah.
But that was the dumbest decision. His father is his coach and manager, and it was the dumbest decision ever.
I love how you search him up and then there's a photo of him and Floyd, and it says, "Remember him? Yeah, this kid turned out to
yeah.
be
So,
yeah."
Tension's now on the rise in boxing,
Mm-hmm.
and I want it to be Tension versus Takeru as Takeru's goodbye fight. And I have that's my dream, but I don't see it happening. But it's my
Interesting.
dream.
I want to
but
see
no.
him. My dream fight is him versus Logan Paul, but anyways.
Oh look, let it be kickboxing.
Yeah.
All right. So that is basically what's coming up, but some fights have been announced. Now, we get roasted online for everything we say goes wrong.
Yep.
But I fucking called it.
You did call it.
I called it.
called
Dustin
it.
Poirier's goodbye fight is for Max Holloway for the BMF belt.
A lot of people are upset about this.
So they should. It's not the best fight in the world.
Really?
It's not.
I think it's a good fight for Dustin last fight.
Makes no sense.
Why?
It makes no sense.
It's in his hometown.
It is. Cool.
Lafayette, Louisiana.
It's so cool. Max has lost. It's 2-0 against Max.
Yeah, but Max is like
2-0 recently.
What do you mean recently? That was like 2019, bro. That's
Yeah.
6 years ago.
Was it? When they fought?
Yeah, bro. 2019.
Was it?
Wasn't it? Oh, you. Please,
When was it?
When-
Can you look up Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway 2, please?
I swear.
You're going
that
to have to just Google it.
I swear that was 2019. 'cause-
If you're right, and that's been 6 whole years, god damn, time flies.
because it was before Khabib, and Khabib was 2021.
Habibi.
Yeah, that's 2.
That's 2. God
Wait,
damn.
What year?
You had nailed it.
Yeah, 2019. 14th of April.
Dude, it's like 6 years ago, nearly to the day.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
you said recent, bro. 6
Bro,
When you reckon- when you reckon the
flies.
first
Dude,
one
what a
was?
card that was.
Yeah, not gonna lie. Wait, this is insane. This card.
What a
RIP.
card. Those top 3 fights. Dude, okay. Wait. Go back. Sorry. Scroll down. Pause. There is a fight which I watched, which is the most beautiful Muay Thai and MMA I've ever seen, and it is Roundtree versus Anders.
Yeah, wait. We need to clarify for the audio listeners.
God damn.
This is the fights we are talking about. The main. Oh my god.
Welcome to my stutter world,
The main event: Holloway versus Poirier 2.
which was hard to watch.
Co-main: Calvin Gastelum versus Adesanya.
It's literally
insane fight.
it's literally a Hall of Fame fight.
Yeah.
It got inducted.
And then the fight.
And then
Jaden's
before
talking
that
about.
is Roundtree versus Eric Anders, which was fucking a kickboxing fucking. My God, that is the great. If that, I literally said leading into the every Khalil Roundtree fight, if he goes back to Muay Thai, Khalil Roundtree, I'm literally talking about this fucking fight here.
You know, somebody commented on one of our posts saying, like, we were glazing Khalil a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
he's
he was
such
like,
an
he's not gonna.
inactive.
Yeah,
He's such an inactive fighter, and I was like, he kind of is.
yeah, and then not only that though is someone was saying that he's not going to beat anyone in the top 10.
Bro, like,
I think he smokes Hill.
because as much as I don't like Hill, he's a good fighter.
He is.
He's a good
Who was
fighter.
on the? All right, this is one thing that I love doing. All right, stay here, go prelims. Who I love seeing who's in names
Yeah.
like Jalen Turner
And Matt
Pantoja.
Pantoja. Bro, Matt Frivola as well.
Yo,
Don't sleep
dude,
on him.
Pantoja,
Mr.
the Boston Salmon himself.
Boston Salmon is
And then go up.
crazy.
Go
And
up.
then
Who was
let's
on
see.
the early
It'll
prelims?
be
Did
like
anyone have?
Sugar, Bilal Muhammad. Damn.
Decision.
Damn, the decision.
yeah.
Of course.
Are we surprised?
I was surprised.
How funny was the thing I sent you?
Yeah,
Craig Jones.
Craig Jones.
But no, but then he's like, if he jumped out of the cage, they wouldn't let him back in. Security wouldn't let him back
Bro.
in. They wouldn't recognize him.
Bro. You know that happened to him?
Mm-hmm.
Bilal?
I thought it happened to Yuri. He got kicked out in his fight gear and he was like outside the hotel and no one let him back in.
It did. No. But who was it? It was some welterweight fight.
Yeah.
And then they wanted to it was Ian Gary versus Shavkat. And Bilal was watching it front row seats. And then after the fight was done, they called Bilal to come do a face-off, and security wasn't letting Bilal in because they didn't know who he was. Even though he's the welterweight champion of the
He
world.
gets so much hate and we're not fucking easing up on that.
Yeah.
I
And
love it.
he doesn't deserve it.
He doesn't. He's actually a really good guy too.
Straight up.
You know he adopted a kid and everything?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. He's actually a really good guy. We're just fucking assholes.
Doctor too.
Oh shit.
Crazy.
So Holloway versus Poirier 3, who wins? I can't not say Poirier.
I want to say Poirier, hometown.
I think he does.
He's not a bad fighter as well. Like,
I think he just isn't in title contention anymore.
but don't act like Holloway's not going to
But
put
he's
up a good fight.
0-2, and last time he fought Dustin, he had he had all the CTE put into his brain. It was
Yeah.
it was hard to watch. It was just Max looked different, bro.
You know what as well with Dustin?
Yeah.
In his entire career, he's never lost 2 in a row.
Yeah, but the other thing too is like his last loss was against freaking Islam, and he looked great.
That looked like prime
Dustin.
Poirier.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I
think
mean.
that Poirier versus Khabib the first time,
No,
he would have won.
brother,
That's how I see it.
brother,
That's how I see it.
brother.
Hey, let me know. Hot take. Poirier against Islam. I mean, yeah, Poirier versus Islam. That Poirier versus Nurmagomedov, he would have won the belt that day.
Brother,
100%, bro.
brother,
100%.
this #1 bullshit.
Because that's why it was so close. He learned from Habib.
Cool.
Learned from his mistakes.
Cool. I'll let Habib fight him today.
Habib, at
What
the
are
end of
the
the day,
predictions?
Habib's still Habib.
What are the predictions for this? I think it's honestly just going to be decision Poirier or no one. I'll be the
That's too
first.
early, yeah.
I'll be the first. But no. Now, alongside this one is a fight and something I didn't realize as well. Next fight, Usman versus Buckley. Now, you had a wild way of wanting this to be spoken about.
Did I?
What did you call this in the chat?
I don't know. Kamaru Usman's funeral?
No, you called it Cuck versus Buck.
No. No.
Oh, no. Do you want to...
Cuck versus Bark is Joaquin Buckley gets the winner of today's fight.
Oh, okay. Okay,
No,
my bad.
Kamaru Usman's not the Cuck.
What I did not realize is Kamaru's on a 3-fight losing streak.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Did you see him on the pod with
Yeah, it's like-
Izzy, yeah?
It's like all of us are 0-3.
Yeah, they just start pissing themselves.
Yeah,
That was
it's
good.
Sad.
Bro, what kind of fight is this? Why did they agree to this? This is a horrible fight for
Horrible
Usman.
fight for Usman. I don't know what he's thinking because Buckley is on a fucking tear.
He's got all the momentum in the world right now, and he's the heaviest hands we've seen.
I
Bro,
just
he's knocking out everybody. And then, of course, it shows the decision.
yeah.
Yeah. Nah, but
Knocked
still,
out
like,
Luke too.
he's
I
got some momentum
honestly-
recently.
I honestly think he thinks that he can just out wrestle him. It has to be
Usman.
because he cannot sit there thinking he can strike with this guy.
Maybe he does.
Maybe, brother.
Maybe,
Buckley's
brother.
good, man.
Not number one bullshit. Damn, Imavov beat Buckley. I
But
did not know that.
siege. But that's I don't know. I always think fighters have like kind of 3 careers. They have the build up, they have their prime, and then they have post prime.
Hmm.
And I think it's just prime Buckley. I think he's in his 2nd career.
Bro, Buckley has an insane resume.
Yeah, dude.
Looking back at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before Bacon.
He fought Bacon's kid,
Was it Stacey Bacon?
Stacey Bacon.
What a name.
What a name.
But yeah, what about Usman? So what's your predictions for this fight?
I think it's decision Buckley with a real
What?
God
Decision Buckley?
damn,
18
dude.
people.
Usman, who the fuck predicted Usman knocks him out? No, Usman's very durable. Look, you think about it. Him versus Hamza was a bit of a war.
Oi, Luke, how do you say Kamaru's first name? Scroll up. Go, how
What?
do you say his first name?
Did you not just
No,
say-
that's not his full name.
Oh
Kamaru Dean.
Oh,
God damn it.
I wanted an accent, bro.
No. God damn it, please no. No more accents, you wild kids. But no, what a tear that fucking Kamaru went on.
Yeah, to
What
be
a
fair.
fucking tear.
Don't go giving me shit for my accents. That's harmless humour. We got Brighton over here mixing up every Asian as the same person.
And also bringing up a good way to condition your children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only see like positives at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Is there a problem?
RDA, God, he lost that Maya fight. Strickland,
Bro,
back
you
in
see,
the day.
what's it called?
Dude, Strickland back in the day, model.
Straight up.
Ooh,
But
yeah.
no,
No,
Crazy.
the Maya fight, Joe Rogan was talking about
Yeah.
it, how like
dude, I watched it.
he was on
He
his
was
back.
on his back. He had back take.
Mm.
Like, Jesus Christ. But no, I honestly think it's just Buckley by decision, and it's just going to be Usman's
You know what?
going to get beat up.
I think
but
this is
doesn't go
actually
out.
closer. Like, everybody's counting Usman out,
Usman has a way to win. I just don't know if his body can do it anymore.
but in saying that, I will not be surprised if he gets knocked out. If he gets flatlined, I won't be surprised.
I know. And then a fight I have no interest in. And it's so sad to say, but Rose got announced against Miranda Maverick. And I don't know any fight I'm interested in watching Rose fighting anymore.
Me neither.
I'm so happy if she just retires. Because she
So rude.
lost it is, but she lost to Fury.
Yeah.
I don't want to see her against Wei Li today.
Didn't she have the most
Scroll down.
boring title
Yep.
fight in history?
Yeah, against Esparza.
Yes.
So who'd she beat? Cortez, cool.
Yeah, she kills
Ribas.
all the baddies.
Yeah, and then lost to Fury, and then who'd she lose to before that? Esparza, in the
yeah.
worst fight ever. I just don't think it's there anymore. I think she's had enough,
Yeah.
which is fine.
I did not realize that Maverick's only 27.
Yeah, she looks a little older.
Yeah, so
A little older.
I think Maverick takes this.
Kayla Harrison's daughter?
I could say it.
I could see it, but I just have no interest. I'm sorry, and I was a massive Rose fan.
Yeah.
I really was.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been a hater, low key.
Yeah, but
Because
it's
I
just-
was a massive Wei Li fan
yeah,
and I was so excited for their first fight, I think.
yeah,
it
where the
was.
head kick KO.
Yep.
Yeah,
Crazy.
no, she's just her versus Justina was crazy, and yeah, that's Chris. Someone's over, but no. So I just have no interest in this. And then if you go one more, a wild one.
To be honest, I'm not really excited for this either.
No, Gamrot versus
Luke. How do you
Luke.
say this name?
How do you say this?
Ludovic Klein.
Wow.
Mr. Kelvin himself.
Luke doesn't even mess up anymore.
He doesn't mess up anymore.
This guy
So-
speaks like.
How much climb?
How
Right,
much
there we
go.
going? Jesus. But no, so Gamrot lost to Hooker. And then he's versing a guy who's on a 6-0 run.
Is he on a 6-0 run?
Yeah, with a draw in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's he for?
No one.
Food?
That's what I mean. Like, this is...
Those nipples are distracted.
Yeah, it's just a... Oh, he beat Ignacio back in the day.
And decision I heard it. You know what Luke said, bro?
What did he say?
His nipples were just above the screen and Luke scrolled a little bit more. He's like those nipples are distracting.
There's no prediction yet, but there's just... I don't know. Gamrot has so many fun fights, but it's just like...
Yeah.
They're really trying to push like the next wave, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like Buckley making a big name off Usman, Maverick trying to make a name off Rose, and then cracking straight into the top 8 by beating Gamrot. Like it's just I don't know. There's a lot of like new guys coming up.
Yeah, well, we're seeing it today in the co-main. Anthony Smith.
Anthony Smith, yeah. It's,
I wonder if he's dead
God,
yet.
what is the update on that? Actually, where are we up to?
No, the main card only
Just started, yeah.
Unless there was a quick finish.
Let's have a look.
But I doubt it.
Matt Schnell beat the Flick.
Wow, I'm surprised he didn't get
Decision.
knocked out. When the main card start.
Main card started, and it is Ikram Alaskarov versus Andre Muniz. Oh, the number 1 no cardio fight.
Is that what they're calling it?
That's what I'm calling it.
Damn.
It's no cardio from both of them.
It'll be a decision.
But
Scrum,
no.
I reckon.
Yep. Now, fun times ahead. 2 lightweights have entered camp.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Where do we start with this one? So,
Well, let's actually just let Luke know what to bring up. Yep, scroll
Yeah,
up.
sure,
Yeah,
actually.
that one. Ilia and Oliveira are in camp, ready to fight.
yes.
Now, there's a lot that happens with this. A lot. Because Ilia has said that he's only fighting for the title and will sit out until they give him his title shot.
Which is kind of silly.
Obviously not, seeing how 3 days later he's in camp.
What if they just never give him a title shot?
Oh well.
Then
Has he
he's-
not done enough?
No, then he sits out for the rest of his...
He's
What
done,
if-
bro.
what if
He's
they-
retired.
What if they go, yeah, we'll give you a title shot in 4 years?
Cool.
You got to wait.
That's the
Right.
John Jones made it look pretty good.
But that's John Jones. That's Dana White privilege to the max.
I know. But no, so
I've got my
Obviously-
predictions. Not for who wins the fight,
but what the matchups are,
yeah.
hit me because I reckon we're the same.
Okay, so I think Islam is waiting for JDM versus Bilal. If JDM loses, if Bilal loses, Islam moves up and these guys fight for an interim belt.
Now, what if Islam doesn't move up? Then what?
Then it'll be Ilia versus
Then what is
Makhachev.
Charles in camp for?
They'll probably give him Sarukian too.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm on the exact same path as that. I think you get Armin versus Charles 2, Ilia versus Islam. And if Islam decides to vacate and move up, you get Ilia versus Charles for the vacant. I love every fight.
Yeah, same.
Every
same.
one of these like things that can happen. Now,
Except for Sarukian Charles, like
I want Charles to get that one back.
I honestly think
But
he
then
won it.
I also saw Sarukian working out with TJ's strength and conditioning coach. And I don't know if that boy makes weight.
Damn.
He's
really?
huge.
Jackie jacked.
Jackie jacked.
Who do you have winning Ilia versus Charles?
Ilya.
Really?
Ilia.
How do you think it goes?
Knockout.
I don't know, bro. We have no, you know what?
Knockout.
We have seen Ilia at 155. He's fought at 155.
Yeah, on
before.
short notice.
Yeah.
Against
I want to say it was Jai Herbert.
yeah,
Yeah.
did just fine.
He knocked
Now
out. Yeah.
now I've got Ilya winning by knockout in this one.
But I don't know. Charles is no punk. I think this is
Ew.
a close fight.
I
It's a
think
great test.
Charles gets cracked in every fight.
Yeah, true.
And I just don't see people recovering from when Ilia cracks them.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
really don't. Like, it's just... Yeah, it's just chaos. It's just chaos.
Very excited for that.
Very excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ilia by knockout. Ilia versus Islam. Did you see what Ilia said?
What did Ilia say?
I'm gonna DAS him.
Yes. That is crazy.
So this is the
in
thing.
front of Khabib.
In front of Khabib. So this is but this is what makes Ilia Ilia, and this is why he's my favorite at the moment. My favorite. Ilia said, "I will knock out Alex Volkanovski," and everyone laughed at him. Did it. Then he said, "I'm going to invite Max Holloway to the middle of the ring at the start of the fight, and I will knock your boy out." And he stood in the middle of the ring. Max didn't want a bar of it, and he knocked him out. Okay, there's a running joke between us three that I talk things into reality.
Yeah. It's not a joke, but
Ilia talks outcomes into reality.
It's like Gordon.
Yep.
It's funny. I was listening to a podcast. It's a jiu-jitsu podcast.
Yeah.
And this is before Gordon's run where he beat Andre Galvao. And they were talking about how Gordon's talking all this shit about how he's going to beat everyone in his division and then win the super fight. And then the guy's like, you know what? For some reason, I just believe him.
Yep.
And then he just went and did it.
Yep. Ilia somehow, some way, talks these let's
Crazy
call them
things.
outlandish predictions into reality.
It's like
And they are quite outlandish. Max Holloway had been dropped, but technically never knocked down, even though that's just them protecting him because he's like, Gaethje knocked me the fuck down. But Ilia talks...
he'd never been finished. Like
never
knocked
been
out.
finished. Never been knocked out. Been submitted, I think.
Hopefully it's not a what's his name? Marigali situation.
Don't even. But this is the thing. Like, Ilia has just talked everything into reality.
Yeah.
Everything. I wouldn't be surprised if he fights Charles and submits him because he wants to submit the guy who has the most submissions. Like, okay, everyone, like, Ilia talking on JRE is a must-watch pod.
Yes.
First of all, it's brilliant.
Great pod.
But it's just, he talks these realities, like these things that you sit there and you're like, he's not going to knock Max out. Like, he's good. But Max's granite chin, what happens? Like,
Even before he won the title against Volk, he put in his Instagram bio, featherweight champion
of the world
Yeah.
in his bio.
He hadn't won it at this point.
No, he was just the challenger.
So fucking cool.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest.
He's my favorite.
Ilia Topuria, right now, most aura.
Most
in the
aura.
UFC. Definition of aura.
I don't know.
Who has more aura than
When
Ilia?
John Jones walks in.
What the
When John
Bro,
Jones
we're
walks
talking
up-
about aura here. John Jones is not even in the conversation. Talking about aura. Not hiding behind scared of Aspinall, who's holding a rubber ducky.
I go aura by how, when they walk out, how I feel. That's aura to me. When they're walking into the fight and you're like, oh, like when Pereira walks out and pulls the bow back and
Hey.
bang, that is aura.
Before Pereira lost to Ankalaev,
Yeah,
he was
aura
probably number
king.
one.
But that's what
aura.
I mean. Like,
Nah, to
This
have
is
the
what-
aura, like,
but what I'm saying, when John Jones walks out, I'm just fucking chills,
Yeah.
clammy, fucking, that's aura.
don't get me wrong, that is aura. That's also because you're watching like a psychopath walk out. So most people, that's just
Is that-
natural reaction. It's
Yes.
just human instinct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Ilia is aura, but just he talks these realities into truth, and it makes no fucking sense. And I'm so for it.
Yeah.
So I honestly think he will try wrestle Islam, and I honestly think he will try submit Charles.
Yeah.
I seriously see him
But we'll see. We'll see how his first lightweight fight goes. Because I don't know if he fights Islam
gone
straight away.
been gone knockout.
No. I mean, since. You're right.
I know.
But since, like,
I know,
since his move
I
up,
know, but my God, he just talks things into reality, and it is the Ilia Topuria time.
Yeah.
He is
I think he
him.
could be like our LeBron. I could
Yep.
see it.
Yep.
And I remember
Everyone's got Jones as Jordan,
yeah.
but Ilia could make a fucking case.
Very
He's
cool.
he's beat the goats of his division.
The momentum's there.
It's wild.
You know how
isn't it?
important momentum is.
It's wild.
How do you see Islam versus JDM? I actually got Islam, not gonna lie.
Okay. I know with the Aussie MMA Mates podcast, but Gilbert Burns put on a pretty good wrestling clinic against him. I'm just being honest.
Yes.
I'm just being honest.
We'll see how JDM has worked on that because obviously that was a massive
hole in the game. And
Yeah.
now he's... Look, if he can stop... But I also think that Islam is just so much better of a wrestler than Bilal. I don't know. JDM...
Oh, you're making me think, bro.
JDM has... Once we see the fight with him and Bilal, we will know.
Yeah, exactly.
We will be able to sit there and go, bang, that's it. But until then...
Because you know what
too many-
JDM does so well? His body shots, bro.
Box?
Yeah. And wait, you know what's crazy?
Box?
He doesn't even have a boxing... Like, he's not like he was an amateur or a pro boxer.
He's just got hands, man.
His MMA boxing is like the best we've
He's
seen.
just got hands. I'm so excited for
He
that
mixes
fight.
it up so well. It goes
So
up, goes down.
Yeah, it's just hard to look at someone who's in like it's hard to look at these pound for pound guys. Like I look at 1, 2, and 3 being Jones, Ilia, and Islam.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's 1, 2, and 3, and not in that order. It's hard to just see them lose. It's hard to even come up with realities of how people beat them because
Yeah.
Islam's fought great boxers.
Well, like Dustin.
Like Dustin's got great hands. Charles has good hands.
Yeah. Charles Muay Thai is very good.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, he's versed these good guys. And he's got boxing champions in his camp.
It's like I never ever saw Kamaru losing.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to...
Forever.
I thought he was going to beat Silver Streak,
Yeah.
16 win streak. I thought he was going to do it.
Yeah. And there's just this
And
time.
Leon Edwards just...
1, 2, good night.
Yeah.
So, no. Now, I have a bone to pick.
Well, with who?
Chael fucking Sonnen.
Okay.
He's doing my head in.
Yeah.
This man right here. Now, Chael Sonnen has a great podcast. I'm about to get heated.
Oh, no.
He's never lost a fight.
He's undefeated.
He's never lost a fight. He's just tapped out.
He's,
Now,
never, he's never been taken down.
no. Right? So, I enjoy Chael Sonnen. I really do. He has some great takes. I like hearing what he has to say.
I can't let you get close.
I can't let you get close. He's one of the greatest Ultimate Fighter moments of all time. Now, the bone I have to pick is he's sitting here talking about unannounced things and then flipping the script and changing it and everything. So did you see him talk about Jones versus Aspinall is done?
No, I didn't see it.
Okay, so Chael came out and said Jones versus Aspinall is done. They have a date. They have it booked. The UFC is just waiting to announce it. 2 days later, Jones is ducking Tom, and apparently the fight we're going to get now is Aspinall versus Gunn, International Fight Week. Winner gets Jones in November. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? And this is... And he's...
Look,
No one's announced shit. And he's like, from my reputable source.
you're not mad at Chael. I'll tell you right now, you're not mad at Chael. You're mad at John. He is a duck.
What I think is happening is they were scrapping because it looks like O'Malley's out against Marab and it looks like Drickus is out against Hamzat. And this is where this whole social media circle is nuts.
I don't think that's the case.
Well, a photo came out on one of O'Malley's training partner's story, and see if you can find it, of O'Malley on crutches,
Mm-hmm.
right?
What,
With
what if
his
he was just
leg.
resting it? Like, you know?
Who knows? But he was on crutches and his foot was wrapped to shit.
Nah, wait.
What?
Oh my goodness, I've just realized.
What?
1 million IQ play from O'Malley. They faked it. No.
No, look, because it was on his mate's story, and there is O'Malley on crutches. I can't see. What are you doing to me, Luke? So O'Malley here on crutches on his mate's story, right?
Yeah.
It was on a Snapchat story, and that is him with his boys, and he's on crutches right now.
Looks, bro.
So it looks, and this is where all this information is whirling.
Somebody said, hopefully.
Hopefully, when I feel a little down, I put my favorite high heels on and dance.
What?
Wild. Now, if this is the case, and O'Malley is too injured, blessing for fans if it's off, waste of a main event pay-per-view slot. Look, not the worst. That is a wild name, though. That is a wild handle.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm not saying that one. But Luke, you're up. No, don't you dare. Don't. Oh god.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways,
1000 IQ play from O'Malley. He's not actually injured. He wanted Marab to see that. Marab's gonna be like, "Yep, targeting the ankle, rear naked choke
cool.
on ways."
So it looks like on social media that O'Malley is injured, and then it came out that Drickus is ducking Hamzat. Hamzat replies, "Stuff this guy," and Drickus is like, "I'm training."
Bro,
Apparently, he broke his shin.
but no, and then he came out and said, "I never broke my shin. I never did it."
So what is going on with social media? What is going on with all these people sitting here trying to freaking create narratives? Chael trying to sit here and say, this is signed, this is not signed, this is signed, this is not signed. What is going on? Like,
Bro.
where do we actually start believing? Like, this is where...
I'll tell you, bro.
Tell me.
I said this to you. You send posts and I go, until Dana confirms it, I'm not reading it. I'm not reading into it.
Done. So Dana obviously saw our podcast
Yes.
and was like, Max versus... That's brilliant.
100%.
That's the fight to make.
That's what I'm
Max
saying.
versus Dustin. Dana, you're welcome. Now, the fight
Matchmaker.
Legit.
matchmaker.
Fusion.
Converse.
Yep.
Can't. Yep.
UFC.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Exactly
You're
what I'm
welcome. So if there's any reputable source, it's
Me.
us.
Yeah, it's us, yeah.
Pay us.
Bro, literally.
So-
Is there any matchups you want to know about that
Let's
I'll
not
tell
know.
you?
Okay, so what's going to be our Madison Square Garden main event?
That will be Ilia versus Charles. Yeah.
Oh, so you've got Ilia versus Islam first.
No. Islam will start.
So wait,
camp
they're in camp now
Yeah.
for November.
Oh, is that in November? I thought it was International Fight Week.
Oh no,
in July.
Madison Square Garden, November. What's your prediction?
Damn, you've actually put me on the spot here because that's
Mhm.
really far away.
Mm-hmm. But you're the matchmaker. You're him.
Oh no, it's gonna be Aspinall Gone.
Gone.
Yeah, Aspinall Gone for the unified belt, like for undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Brother.
You want to know who Jones is fighting?
The court.
The law?
Yes, he'll be in cuffs by the end of the year. I'm telling you, bro. He
I
does.
really wanted to interview John Jones.
He doesn't fight Aspinall. No chance does he fight Aspinall, and he'll be in jail by. He'll get to watch the fight. He'll get to watch it. He'll be in jail the next day. No, I don't know.
Alright.
I don't know.
No,
I'm
I've got
talking smack at this point.
one fight that I want to predict.
Yeah. What is it?
And it's not much of a prediction. I'm just looking at the lay of the land and it kind of makes sense. Izzy versus Strickland 2. That's a great fight.
Incredible.
Now,
I like that fight a lot.
I like that fight a lot too. Now, Izzy wants it.
Yep.
It's a fight that makes sense for both of them
And for the division too.
and for the division. Yes, Izzy's coming off a few losses in a row, but it kind of makes sense because Strickland doesn't beat Imavov. Not today.
Yeah.
Imavov will just wrestle him and destroy him. And then Izzy's on a losing streak. He needs someone who wants to strike. He can't verse someone who's going to wrestle him.
And someone with no power.
Someone with no power that he can survive. And yet he still got dropped by him.
He did get dropped, but Strickland's not knocking out anybody.
Not
Strickland
anytime.
is a decision machine.
Okay, can we not say he's not knocking out anybody when our boy's on like a 3-fight KO loss?
Who is he?
Izzy's been dropped and rocked in every fight as of recent. He just got knocked out by Imavov.
Yeah.
He got rocked and started running away randomly from
DDP.
Dricus. And then he got dropped by Strickland.
Yeah, but Strickland, he's not known for his knockouts.
Yet he still dropped him. A decorated kickboxer.
Yeah, but Izzy didn't train for that fight. I'm telling you, bro.
Now he's with Goggins, so it'll be fine.
No,
Exactly.
but this is my... Okay, now...
Yes, Lou.
This is what worries me.
Who's gonna carry the ball?
This is what worries me. Why is he with Goggins? Give me a good reason why.
Content.
You gotta
That's
run.
the only reason.
You gotta run the numbers, bro.
Because who was the last guy that hung out with Mr. Goggins?
Fergie Ferg.
Fergie Ferg. And how is his career going?
To be honest,
Fantastic.
to be honest though, that Goggins camp for Ferguson against Paddy was like one of the best Fergusons we've seen since his skid.
How did that fight go?
He lost, but look. No. Look what Paddy did to Chandler,
Oh, come on, bro. We all know that is... Chandler threw 2 punches.
and look what
More
Chandler.
wrestled for half a minute, was gas.
Look what Chandler did to Ferguson.
He was losing that fight.
Who? Chandler.
I had Ferguson winning round 1.
I had him winning round 1. Yeah.
So he landed 1 kick.
Yeah.
The power landed.
After that, we saw like a shift. But you
Look.
know what I mean? Look, Ferguson looked horrible in his 7-fight losing streak. But that Goggins one, we saw him fight.
That was like his
bit.
best loss. That was like the loss that was the best one.
100%. He couldn't get out of mount, but
So he can carry boats, but he can't carry a pom in mount.
well,
Or he can't carry a pom out of mount.
who's to say Paddy doesn't have a log? who's gonna carry the log?
The scales. The scales.
Yeah, true.
God.
Nah.
Jesus Christ. But no, so I don't know if it's good. I don't know. Like, I liked him mucking around with Sugar and Tim Welch.
Yeah.
I like that. But hanging out with the Gog, man. Like, he already does. Because this is the thing, right? They do a training day. I believe it's every Monday at City Kickboxing. It's called Spider.
Okay.
And even Volk says it is the worst training session you'll go to, and it's what conditions me for the fights the most.
No way.
Yep. So he's already doing these mentally breaking kind of rounds and kind of
Goggin-esque
things. So he's already there. What he needs to work on is his tactics and his, it sounds horrible, but his fight IQ. Because he's running away and getting caught by Drickers. He's getting strikes landed on him that never used to land.
Mhm.
He's making tactical and technical errors.
Yeah.
Get back to what got you to the fucking dance, bro. Buckle down, 2 a days, become him again. Don't travel America, eat the best food, smoke weed with freaking Sugar and Tim, and freaking jump on a stair machine with Goggins.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, get back to what got you to the dance.
well, you know what?
Get back to, like, just get, like, live in a, sorry to cut you off, but, like, live in a small unit, eat only what you're meant to eat, and train harder than you've ever trained.
It's like that Mike Tyson quote, bro. It's hard to get up and train when you're waking up in bamboo sheets. Why would you? Silk sheets, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Bamboo.
Izzy could fight
He's
Hamza.
stuck on this Anthony Smith fight against the Tiger, isn't he?
Bad, bro.
He's versing a Chinese guy.
You guys are just making me racist. Izzy could fight Chimaev for the title.
No!
Yes.
No!
Hear me out.
No!
Izzy fights Strickland, beats him. Hamza fights DDP for the title, and Hamza goes, "Give me Adesanya."
You're missing Imavov in this.
I don't care about Imavov. What? Who cares about Imavov?
Imavov is in the Sean Brady position. Rank
Ima-
number 1, but there's people that are fighting lower rank for the title, which is Shavkat.
Imavov could go unranked and nobody would notice. You're acting like anybody knows who that is. So Chimaev's going to call out Izzy and they're going to fight. Izzy wins the title again. 4-time middleweight champion.
Yeah, but this is the thing you're predicting. He's got to beat Strickland. He got 50-45 last fight.
But he didn't train with Goggins that fight. So
so Goggins is going to make him beat Strickland with all his...
And he's going to game plan as well. And like,
because they didn't game plan for the first one.
They didn't. Bro, they're in... Was it
You know
Sydney
the
or
worst
Perth?
part is Strickland fights the same way every fight.
Exactly. So they've got all that footage to study.
They had it before.
Well, now they've got it again.
But no.
They just needed like updated footage.
There's something that you haven't put in the script.
Well...
WNO.
Oh, yeah, we got to do it. We're so out of time. We are
Wait.
so...
Quickly touch on it.
You can't quickly touch on it. All right, fuck it. Let's lock in. We're working all day anyways. Let's keep working. WNO.
I hated the main card.
Oh, God.
I hated it.
Sammy
so
doesn't...
much.
So we've watched all the fights that we care about except for the main event because I know it's
shit.
going to suck. Gordon's going to make a lot of money off it.
Have you seen the shit he was talking?
Yeah, he brought out a 5-minute way of how you're actually meant to escape mount because
So funny.
double ADCC champ has no idea how to.
It was bad.
So,
I don't know what happened, guys. I'm
WNO,
so lost.
bring up the results and we're going to start bottom to top.
Okay.
Bottom to top. My fucking God.
Every time I
Yep.
see
Scroll
this, I hear
down.
Brighton in my head
Scroll
saying,
down.
"Dart versus
Scroll
Rod."
down.
Dart versus Rod.
Scroll down. I know the results. Okay, the one that's missing off this, leave it there, that's fine. The one that's missing off this is, and I'm going to butcher his name. Can you bring up who Sebastian's replacement was, please?
Wait. Before you guys get into that, isn't Owen Jones that Welsh guy
Yeah.
that's fighting Jeremy Stevens in the UFC?
No. Ooh.
Bro, that's him. That's the same photo.
It looks identical, doesn't it?
Wait, please.
It's not, because Owen Jones is a jiu-jitsu guy who had a breakout at ADCC.
He's definitely not fighting Jeremy Stevens? 'Cause
Definitely.
That looks like the same photo, bro. I'm not going to lie.
Different guy.
Unless it's
Very close, but different.
Same name, same photo.
Yeah,
Are
I
we
know.
sure?
I know.
Oh,
Alright.
by the way, this was
No,
the most disgusting thing
Do
ever.
not bring it up. I've watched it enough. I cannot watch it again. But who replaced? What was his name?
I just had to
Yeah.
crack
Take
my
your time.
ankle.
Take your time. So the replacement fight was a guy I actually trained with. I think his nickname is Spicy Boy.
Oh, spoilers. I don't want to look at these spoilers.
No, Princess.
Why, was it today?
Yeah. And it's Mika too. I'll find it.
You find it. It's not coming up for me.
So, no, I just know what. Oh, Mika fought today.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The spoilers for that.
And he fought Elijah Dorsey. That's so sick.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. This card is stacked, though.
Which one? WNO.
This one that we're looking at right now.
I know. WNO 27 was fire. So,
Can we know the results for these ones? Or?
yeah, I already know. It's already been and gone, baby. So,
Why
I
is
just
it
want to
not
try
saying
find the
who's
replacement.
Why does it not have the
It
results?
was versing car. That's fine. I know the results.
Damn, we are so unprofessional, guys.
No. Because I
Last
didn't even
10.
have this in the script. All right, so it was car. Man, there's so much happening that I can't even keep up with this. Like this. Oh my God, I've done it 3 times.
Okay, here we go.
So,
Well, we've got the results up.
go
Nicky
on.
Rowe.
Alan, my boy. Now, I believe his nickname is Spicy Boy. No way, hang on. Oh, no. The final hasn't happened yet. Oh, yes, it has. I know the results. Can't wait to watch it later. So, Alan versus Carr. Now, this is a step in because Seb snapped his foot.
Bro.
Snapped.
That video, disgusting.
Snapped his foot. So 3 days notice, Alan steps in and his nick. Oh, I hope I'm not butchering this, but I believe his nickname is Spicy Boy. But it is Alan. Go down. It is Alan Magenzo. Now, I roll with him in America. That boy's guard is impossible.
Yeah.
That is a light heavyweight who is flexible as hell, and he is freaking he is so flexible. K guard entries, gets on a heel and snaps. It's nuts. And he was working on all these false reap stuff when I was there.
And you ended up winning. Damn.
Now, what's awesome is the fight after that. Chris Wojcik landed his submission, the Woj lock, which I believe is a type of ankle lock. Going into lightweight, Owen Jones had a scrap.
He did a takedown for the first time in his life.
Yep, but he had a scrap. If you want to watch a fun jiu-jitsu fight, watch Owen Jones versus Julian Espinoza. Now, Julian Espinoza in my world was off my radar. I am watching that man now. That boy, that opening thing of him going jumping guillotine, which ended up in like a guard thing. My God, it was nuts. But Owen Jones wins by sub. Next for Owens Jones needs to be Josh Cisneros, who came third in ADCC. Need to see that. Next fight was the fight of the legends, Zhangji versus Richie Martinez. Richie had a smart game plan. We're going to try work to a front headlock. Didn't work. Ended up playing guard. Zhangji passed, and the second he passed, he got his patented North-South Kimura. Zhangji is just him, bro. Zhangji is the man. Then after that, Mr. Tackett. Mr. Fix Yo Hair. Now, I watched this match, and then I had to rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it because the way he escaped K-guard is nuts. So he won by a nasty heel hook, which was landed from basically him defending a leg lock, ended up finding his opponent's legs crossed, and then just heel hooked him.
He like grabbed the leg and like pulled it.
And he giggled, and the reason he was so fired up about it is because he knows his weakness is leg locks. So submitted the guy in his weakness.
Fucking put it on too.
Yeah.
Put the heel hook on.
Yep. And then your girl.
Oh, such a G, bro.
Your girl, Helena Cravar versus Elizabeth Clay. Now, what's crazy about this? They fought 3 years ago, and Elizabeth Clay submitted her via knee bar. Elizabeth Clay has some very legit leg locks. Like, very, very legit. Her heel hook entries are fantastic. She's a fucking weapon.
John and Gordon were regarding her as one of the best females that are out there at the moment.
Yep.
In jiu-jitsu.
And wholeheartedly. She's a freak of freaks.
I think Elizabeth Clay submitted Fionn Davies.
Correct.
Damn.
Via heel hook.
Yeah.
So, absolute fucking beast. She went on a tear, and I believe it was 2022.
She's the champ now,
We've
huh?
looked in. So now Helena is the champ. The match I want for Helena is Adele's friend. What's her name?
Brianna Stamarie.
Yep. I want to see Helena versus Brianna St. Marie. That's next for her. Because Brianna just submitted Elizabeth as well. With Von Flu.
The way that Helena won the fight so like ridiculous.
She escaped what looked like the nastiest ankle lock, took her back and choked her with her ankle still caught. It looked horrendous.
Her knee was like
Oh,
bending in the complete
wait.
wrong
It was
direction, and
grossy
then gets
gross.
a rear naked choke.
Was this?
On Friday.
Yeah, okay. I did see that actually.
Her leg was like
yeah.
in an awkward as spot.
Mm.
And then we move on to heavyweight. Now,
Great fight.
the smallest heavyweight, Luke Griffiths, who has lost an excessive amount of weight. So he weighed in 227,
Yeah.
which is about 104, 105. I might be a bit off on that
I was
one.
gonna say I feel like it's more like 110, 115, bro.
No, because 122 is 265.
122.
Is 265. 227 to kilos. So he fought Victor Hugo. Now Victor Hugo just had a
102.
oh, so
What did you say?
I said 104. I suck.
Damn.
So
I said 120, bro.
so this had a lot. There's a lot to go on with this top two fights. Luke Griffith versus Victor Hugo, Nicky Rod versus Kaynan Duarte. Luke Griffiths beat Kaynan Duarte on WNO. Victor Hugo just submitted Nicky Rod. And now Luke Griffiths versus Victor Hugo, in my opinion, besides Gordon being involved, was the number one fight you could put on. And Victor Hugo took the back of Luke Griffiths, standing, took him down, took his back, and had multiple rear naked attempts. And then Luke Griffiths escapes, passes immediately, which is the biggest thing in this that I think no one's talking about. Because Victor Hugo has one of the nastiest guards and hardest to pass guards in the heavyweight division. His guard is insane.
Gordon couldn't submit him either.
Gordon couldn't submit him.
He put on a passing clinic, but still, Victor Hugo's ability to constantly recover to a neutral position was incredibly impressive.
Luke Griffiths took his back, passed his guard in seconds.
Yep.
Like in closed guard, stood up, popped the guard, passed immediately.
Yep.
Just bang.
And the way he escapes it, it's perfect.
Yep.
Like I watched it last night a couple times. The timing, the way he catches the leg, and then as soon as the legs are like along his center line, he just spins out, and you can hear Gordon commentating in the background. He's like, "Do this, go now, spin, boom." And he like gets out of the
perfection.
back. It's perfection. The timing was immaculate.
All that was missing was the sub, and then it was the perfect fight.
I loved John Danaher's take on this. He was basically talking about the rule set of WNO and kind of how like it allows athletes a time to shine when they just need to cook a little bit. They just need a bit of a slow burn.
Yeah.
If it was in your traditional kind of 5 to 8 minute round,
you're done.
It easily would have gone to Hugo. Easily.
Yep.
But it allowed Luke Griffith time to work and to escape, and then he eventually turned the tides completely and utterly in his favor.
Yeah.
Like if it was like a no time limit, I reckon Luke would have got it.
Yep.
But still, it's really cool to see
for a heavyweight fight too, which are usually quite boring, as you will find out very soon.
It was so exciting.
It was a great fight.
Nice duck under too by Luke Griffith as well.
Yeah, that's his number one takedown.
Yeah.
But no, and then you get on to I don't even know what to call this.
The most exciting moment in this one was the takedown from Nicky.
Cool. The takedown only happened because Kaynan gassed.
Yeah.
So basically, if I've only heard about it, but from my understanding, it was a snooze fest of a stand-up fight for about 5 minutes. And then it was a Nicky Rod mounted Kaynan. And then from Nicky Rod mounting Kaynan Duarte, Kaynan had no escapes and Nicky Rod had no finishes.
Damn.
Couldn't submit him from mount, and Kaynan was literally body locking, holding on.
So a bit of a snooze fest.
A bit is the bit that you need to remove from that. It was a snooze fest. So I unfortunately have to watch it tonight. Or today, I'll be watching my favorite grappler fight first, and then we'll go from there.
The match made me so angry. It made me so angry. Like, I'm no expert in jiu-jitsu, but come on, man. He's bridging. Well, okay, one. He's holding a body lock on someone. It's like day one white belt shit. When someone you hold someone in mount or close guard or whatever, and the person's just clinging to you for dear life. This is what Kainen's doing from bottom out. And when he's bridging, he's literally bridging himself into a katagatame, into a head and arm. He's literally doing this. And Nicky still couldn't isolate an arm. He couldn't. And then in the last 10 seconds, he starts trying to mother's milk the cunt. Come on.
Hey.
Come on.
Bro,
it makes me so angry.
I'm not going to lie.
This is the main card. The main card. This is the guy who's calling out Gordon.
Bro.
He can't isolate an arm. 10 minutes.
All I heard.
For 10 minutes.
All I heard was this is day one white belt stuff. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 2 years, and I asked Jaden how to break the mount body lock.
No, he's saying the escape. The escape is day one, not the attack. Body locking someone under mount is day one mistakes.
Bro, they did it to me and I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, that's okay. You still mounted the guy.
You're not a world champion.
You're not a world champion. Yeah.
I'm a savage champion.
And a stealth champion.
And a
Double
stealth champ-
gold.
Yeah, exactly. Triple.
Oh, my bad. So, this is the problem with jiu-jitsu, in my opinion. And this is why not only do I train, but I coach the way I coach. Because you look at Luke Griffiths, who gets into a bad position, and how he escapes. And then you look at Kynan Duarte. Now, let's actually put some respect on his name for a second. He had one of the greatest ADCC runs in the current one. I think he submitted 7 out of 8 of his guys and won double gold.
Yeah. So what went wrong?
He doesn't practice bad positions enough.
Damn.
That's the problem.
Who does he train with?
Atos, he's under Andre.
Okay.
So Felipe Pena, Andre Galval, Lucas Barboza. There's some average guys.
Yeah.
So Kynan, this is the thing about Kynan too. He has these ups and downs. He has these matches where, like, there was a moment where, and God, this is going to show how much I don't have a life. He versed, what's his name? He versed his leg locker, who is renowned for being like, not even like lower than a gatekeeper. And he got heel hooked by him in like a minute. And it's like, who are you? And then he versus a big name next and mauls them. Like, he just has these on and off days. It doesn't make sense. And as for Nicky Rod, he will stall his way to any victory. At CJI, he did a great job of submitting everyone. And it was super impressive. And I was like gobsmacked. I really was. Because if I was a betting man, I would have put heavy money on Nicky Rod by decision. Heavy money. Seriously.
He's a decision machine.
That's what he does. He's the Bilal Muhammad of grappling. Seriously.
Damn.
Yeah. And he's losing all respect. And the worst part is you can't get emotional over it though. You can't. It's a waste of time because that's the sport of jiu-jitsu. You got to understand that these guys aren't getting guaranteed money, and he's known as the $1 million man even though he does nothing. And even though his last 2 fights, he got submitted and then he mounted someone and didn't know what to do. So it's like he's so scared of losing and so scared of these bad positions, which he says he trains in daily. He says he puts himself, he said it on the Mighty Cast, which is now one of my favorite podcasts in the world.
Really good pod.
It's honestly like, okay, I don't know if anyone's listening this far into our pod, but to give some insider trading, there will be interviews posted this week of us starting to interview fighters. And a lot of the information, a lot of the way I wrote the script for interviewing fighters was off the Mighty Cast, because it's one of the best podcasts for talking one-on-one with fighters.
Yeah.
He does such a good job, man. And Nicky Rod said that he trains bad positions over and over and over again. Well, there's a problem with that. You're so scared to get into them that your offense sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
No risks.
None. And that's why he gets nothing. So you can't be upset, because at the end of the day, you tuned in for what you know. You knew what you were getting. That's why I stopped watching at Luke Griffiths versus Victor Hugo when I was rewatching, and I went to bed. Because I knew what I was staying up for.
Yep.
So it's like, I'll watch it when I'm out of shit, to be honest, because it's a fucking snooze fest.
When I was watching, I was watching some jiu-jitsu last night. Surprise. One of the things that makes the new wave guys so impressive is their ability to just go into deep waters.
Yeah.
Constantly and find a way out.
Yeah.
Like there was a couple of good attacks that Victor Hugo had against Gordon when Gordon kept passing him. He went for a pretty nice Udagatami that looked like there was some danger to it, and Gordon's just like,
yeah,
whatever. And he just gets out of it, boom, past the guard, step over the Delaware.
But it's what makes what John does so impressive. That's it. what John does with these guys is so impressive. He forces these guys, forces the best in the world into these terrible positions. And then they keep practicing these bad positions over and over and over again. And then they become unpinnable. So your offense, you have nothing to be scared of. Nothing.
Watch Gordon and Bedoni training. Like, they have a training clip that goes for about, I think,
15 minutes.
15 minutes, and at least 8 minutes of it is just Bedoni defending Gordon's back take.
Yep.
Just defending with all of his life.
Yep.
Like, that's what makes these guys who they are.
Yep. That's why I force you guys into these specific rounds that you hate.
I like him.
Oh, I love him.
Do you?
Well, no, because you know why I'm starting to love him?
Why?
My algorithm is like getting put into these, like, I've been seeing so much turtle ones recently. And no, you made me go with somebody and I missed out on the turtle round. I'm like, bro, I've been
my
watching,
bad.
been watching videos all week and I've got some sneaky I want to try.
Nah, fair enough.
I'll see you guys
My bad on
Thursday.
that one.
See you guys on Thursday.
See you on Thursday, brother.
Put me with
Well,
you.
you could have done it yesterday, but someone was busy.
Anyways, guys.
Now, it has been a long episode. If you stuck around to the end, we cannot say thank you enough. Be excited for what's coming out as we're starting to interview some fighters. I'm keen as for this afternoon to interview these guys. Keen. That's been another installment of the Aussie MMA Mates podcast. It has been fun, and I'll catch you next time.